Greetings, everyone. We are CLN Group 2. I'm Vanilla. Together with me are pair Palin, Pam, and Tammy. Next slide. Next, please. Yep. So we're going to pitch our design solution and talk about the 5E process that we have used to come up with the design solution, which include engage, evaluate, explore, expand, and execute. So before we start, we acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today and pay our respect to their elders past and present. Next, please. So starting off with engage. So I'll start introducing Gander. So Gander is a company founded in 2019, which based in the UK. It is a mobile application that provides customers a real-life update of the discounted item. So Gander's mission is to reduce the food waste. Next, please. So starting off with engage, I'll talk about the secondary research. Next, please. There are two main factors that highly impact on Gander under pestle analysis. The economic factor impacts Gander in a major way. So according to Toluna, there's an increase in the cost of living, which subsequently affect consumer behavior and purchasing power in Australia. So they're more prone to purchase cheaper alternative. Another factor that could impact Gander is environmental aspect. There is an increase of environmental awareness among Australians, which will drive people to change their shopping habit and go green. So they're more prone to engage in food waste reduction activity. So these two factors will impact Gander positively and attract users because Gander helps Australians to save money and reduce food waste. Next, please. So moving on to SWOT, we identified the strength of Gander. So it is a free platform for all and provide a real-time update of the items within the app itself. However, its weakness is that it lacks of consumer insight as it is new to Australian market. So increasing food waste awareness creates an opportunity for Gander to operate in Australia as it targets at environmental conscious users. However, there are certain consumers that who hold a negative view on markdown food product, which creates a threat as they believe markdown item indicates a compromise in its safety and quality. So through Product 5 forces, we explore that there's a strong entry threat due to a significant challenge to introduce Gander into Australian market in terms of the investment and human resources in order to promote and operate its platform. Since white waste is currently the only competitor within the industry, and there's no direct competitor in Australia at the moment, the existing competitor rivalry threat is low, which makes the Australian market appear promising for Gander to venture into. Lastly, the high power of buyers impact on Gander's operation and growth. So inflation leads to an increase in price-conscious customer. Next, please. So we move on to mind map. The central idea of the mind map is Gander, and it expands all the relevant information related to Gander, which shows the internal and external factors and its stakeholder. So the last part of secondary research is stakeholder mapping. Gander should focus on the director, employee, consumer, and suppliers as they have the major impact on the operation of Gander in Australia. I'll hand over to Pam to talk about the primary research.
Thank you, Vanilla. So in primary research, we conducted interviews with our potential target based on the themes that we found in the secondary research. And based on the common themes, we've developed our ideal user, who's Emma, a 22-year-old full-time student with a part-time job. She has a busy lifestyle, so convenience is her number one priority. She only shops in store. She values quality more than price. She's also a membership at loyalty program at different retails, and she normally plans out the shopping list in accordance to what she wants to cook on that particular week. And from the information that we have, we've then developed the empathy map, user persona, and customer journey map. So in the empathy map, some gain points are first. She only shop in store because that allows her to select out and pick out the actual item. And also, even though she values quality more than price, but she would still consider buying markdown items if she knows she'll be able to consume it within the expiration date, which connects to the next point where she's aware of the food waste issue. But there are also some pain points that we've seen. For example, she's not willing to commute further, even if it's meant she's gonna get cheaper price at that particular store. She always shop in accordance to her shopping list to avoid impulsive purchase. And also the products that are available on the app must be something she normally consume in order for her to download the app. And also seeing the items available online give her some sort of concerns in terms of the reliability and the quality of the product. And from that, we've developed the user persona. So Emma's goals are to save money and time, to complete her shopping list, to earn reward points, and also to select out the best product quality. However, her frustrations can come into place when she has to spend money on something she doesn't really need, or putting in the extra effort to commute further, and also when there's a lack of product availability and when there's a lack of the reliability between the online and offline platform. And from that, we've developed the customer journey map. So the key touch points here are the store location, um, the wide range of products, and earning reward points. And from the information that we have here, Helen will be discussing more about the themes that we found in the affinity and our developed how might we.
Thank you, Pam. So I'll be evaluate about the affinity and how might we. Next slide. The affinity map that we have conducted are based on our primary and secondary research, and the 5 main points that we have found are app, economic, legal, consumer, and sustainability. The key highlight from our affinity map is that we have found some of the themes such as consumer taste, which they look for more reliable product and service, and time saving, affordability, and in terms of grocery shopping, they want to um, to have a perk such as coupon voucher. And moving on to the how might we. The how might we that we have finalized is based on our persona Emma, which how might Gander better inform Emma about their reserve an item function in their app by allowing her to save time and money as well as to adapt to the app more frequently. The main reason behind this is that we want to overcome Emma pain point, which is the reliable for an app, save time and money, as well as a loyalty program. So now I'll pass on to Tammy, which she will be explaining more about the Explorer.
Yeah, thank you, Helena. With the Explore test, needlessly, in the brand writing, um, we will talk about the brand writing voting process and impact effort metrics with the brand writing. We use the brand writing to identify a new idea for Gander. We organize a brainstorm meeting and use 5 metrics. This is a straightforward variation of a basic brand writing session. When you have a group of 5 people, write down 5 ideas in 5 minutes on a worksheet, and when the 5 minutes are up, each person will pass their sheet into the next person and and add on the idea. The process will last for 5 rounds until the worksheet is filled up and they get the original paper pack filled with the idea. By the end of the process, we will got around 100 new ideas for Gander. With the voting process, next slide please. We picked 6 solutions in the brand writing to be voted, and then finally we got the 3 final solutions, which are the research item, reward system, and recipe feature. Then move on to the impact effort matrix. We choose the loyalty, customer program, and recipe feature for the quick wins, and the big project will be the reserve an item. Firstly, with the quick wins, creating the page return with the low effort for the implementation of customer loyalty program. Gander don't need to create a new feature on the app. They can cooperate with the retailer such as Coke or Woolworth for the membership reward. So with the cooperation, customer can get the reward on the Gander app while they are shopping on their various cards. So with it, the low effort, and the Gander can encourage customer to use the app for the online shopping. With the recipe feature, customer can easily to choose the product or food that match with their demand, and we can also encourage customer to purchase more via the add more items while they are shopping, while they are watching the video. Consequently, with the low effort on these two features, Gander can not only earn the more profit, but they can also saving the operation cost. With the peak projects, long-term return with the high effort, result an item in the limited time can help consumer have time to travel to the store and pick up the product. Then the retailer can easily to manage their stock in the effective way. Move on to the expense. Per will talk about this.
So now we are at the expense state. After we got all three solutions, the low fidelity prototype was developed and tested by two participants, Elena and Nina. The first one is a reservation solution. The second is the recipe suggestion solution. And the last one is the loyalty program in which the users can earn double points if they reserve product through Gander. Next slide, please. So now we are coming up to the execute state, which I am going to talk about the feedback from two participants after testing the high fidelity prototype and the timeline for an execution. Next slide, please. The major opinions that we got from the two participants are the similarity of product suggestion in the reservation solution. For the recipe suggestion solution, quick meal recipe and video recommendations and shop for recipes features were recommended. For the reservation function, both participants stated that it would be better if the application could suggest similar products to them so that they could explore wider options and alternative products. For the recipe suggestion solution, Nina commented that the application would be more attractive to her if the function provides her with the quick meal recipes and cooking videos, and it would be even better if she can reserve some ingredients directly since she has a busy lifestyle and is not familiar with cooking. However, the feedback from Elena is different. She mentioned that cooking video might not be necessary for her as she has cooking skills. The feedback from two participants led us to develop a high-fidelity prototype. We added up similar product recommendation in the reservation features, quick meal recipe recommendations, and shop for recipe in the recipe suggestion features. Cooking videos have remained that since we believe that they might be useful for our potential target group who are not familiar with cooking. Next, I am going to talk about the timeline to make this solution go live. The process starts with the design phase, testing phase, marketing phase, and launching. These processes will consume 1 year from May 2023 to May 2024 for implementation. 3 months for the design phase. The testing phase will take 7 months. This can be broken down into 2 months for each solution and 1 month for finalization. The marketing phase will be aimed for 3 months. Then these 3 solutions will be ready to execute in May 2024. This is our journey of finding 3 solutions for Gander. We believe that Gander will be attractive to our potential target group, which is full-time students with part-time jobs. By implementing these 3 solutions, reservation, recipe suggestion, and loyalty program feature in the application. We hope that our journey and solution will be helpful for Gander in the future. Thank you.